And lastly, Warrior. I should start by saying, put everything from Warrior into the context of that 1-2 for 1 that if you have an equipment gets +2/+0. Remember that. It's a 1-mana pirate, 1-mana pirate that is essentially a 3-2, and the 1-1 charge that if you play a pirate, you cast it out of your deck. Suffice to say, Pirate Warrior is the hot diggity. I know a guy. Discover a taunt minion. Sure. I like taunt. I like minions. I like discovering things. I mean, probably just an arena card since there's not really spell triggers in in Warrior, and you can just play all the taunts you want rather than trying to find them. But a sweet arena card. Public Defender 07 for 2 taunt. No thanks. Moving on. I mean, I should say this. I'm sure this has fringe uses, like we were just talking about with Doomsayer, the rat with Doomsayer. Like it probably has some uses like that, but as a normal card, it's very not good. So you have to really know what you're doing to put a Public Defender in your deck. Grimy Gadgetzan, a 4/3 for 4. Not a fan of that stat point. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. Am a fan of that stat point. So again, this is going to be mostly an arena card, but this is really solid in arena, even though its initial stat point isn't good, but just the momentum that it gives you going forward is potentially very good, as well as extending the purpose of your small dudes. But it's not constructible unless you have some real reasons for things in your hand to be big. Stolen Goods. Give a random 2 mana. Give a random taunt minion in your hand +3/+3. No thank you, for the same reasons I've talked about earlier. 3/3 for 3. The Grime Street Pawnbroker. Battle cries to give a random weapon in your hand +1/+1. That's more like it, because pumping a weapon is worth a lot more than pumping a minion, because a minion just gets killed. A weapon, you are guaranteed to get an attack out of it, and then you're very likely to get more, especially if you're getting +1/+1 on it. And +1 durability is worth way more than +1 toughness for reasons that should be obvious. Yeah, the Pawnbroker's great. There's some small problems with like the specificities of it. Like some of the equipment you get is not in your hand ever, like the Rusty Hook and the thing that the 3/3 for 4 2/2 equipment that it gives you. But this thing is sweet with any. Oh, and then the other thing is like Fiery War Axe. Like you're gonna play that on turn 2, so that this thing isn't gonna be able to pump it on turn 3. This is more for like 4 and 5 mana equipment. Somebody said that it's sweet with Gorehowl, but like kind of not really, unless you're just gonna go to the face with it twice and kill them, which is totally legit. But also like, why is Gorehowl in your deck that's just trying to dome them out? Need to make more oozes. Well, they made the 4/3 ooze that takes the durability off. People just need to start playing Harrison Jones. Harrison Jones is insane if people are playing equipment. Alley Armorsmith, a 2/7 for 5 taunt. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. Sweet, I guess. The problem is that there's too much competition for these types of effects. Like Armorsmith is better, and the 2/6 taunt and rage for 4 is better at being a taunter. This thing's like a bad placeholder. I don't think it's going to see play, but it's a sweet card. Sleep with the Fishes. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to all damaged minions. Wow. Sleep with the Fishes is an insane card name. Um, the only reason the card is kind of cool is because you can play the Ghoul, the 3 mana 3/3 that deals 1 to everything, and then this on 5 and blow up the world and have a 3/3 left. That's pretty good. 4 to everything and have a 3/3 left for 5 mana. I would play that card. Obviously, it's costing me 2 cards, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Acidic Swampoo's and Harrison Jones. That's 3 that you could play that are all great. Brass Knuckles, 4 mana, 2/3 equipment. After your hero attacks, give your random minion in your hand +1/+1. This one is good. It's effective. Like, it's going to be great in Arena. The reason that I think that it might be okay and constructed at some point is because there's so many ways to pump the durability that if you get like 5 attacks out of this thing, then you're getting your money's worth. For sure. Again, you're going to want to be going to face a lot with it. Just because you want to be going to face a lot anyway with Warlock or with Warrior. Yeah, partially because Jade Golems scale so well that it's really hard to play long against a lot of these decks. And also because a lot of the best cards that you have access to are conducive to an aggressive strategy. So that just makes sense, right? All of their cards make it hard to go long. All of your cards are better if you go fast. You should probably go fast. Hey, Gendy, no battling today, just reviewing, and we are on the last, 5 cards or so. Hobart Grapplehammer, 2/2 for 2. Battlecry, give all weapons in your hand and deck +1 attack. Holy moly. Again, this thing has the slight problem of the rusty hook, but that's a small difference. This thing's sweet. Equipment is sweet. Aggressive cards in Warrior are sweet. Yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up from me. Tri-Class.